Hey folks, Country Prepper here. So I have another Thrunite for you here today, and this one is the TN4A. This is a compact thrower from Thrunite, and they have a different version of this. This is the HI. They also have another one that's like an XP-L or something like that. That's 1150 lumens. This one is a max output of 1050 lumens. So the reason that this one works good is because I have a TN12 that also puts out 1050 lumens, and so that way I can kind of give you a comparison on the intensity of the beam and how far it goes out there. You know, this is a good pocket searchlight really, and it takes 4 AA batteries, and I've been testing it out for a few weeks because I wanted to give you guys, you know, a good honest opinion of it. And one of the other things that Thrunite wants me to do more often is show the durability of it. So this is impact resistant up to 2 meters, which is roughly about 6 foot. I'm about 6 foot tall, so I don't know, is one drop really enough? It's kind of hit on the corner there. If you can kind of see that, might scratch it up just a little bit. You know, it's going to scratch it up a little bit doing that, but it's working just fine. I'll take this outside in a little bit and go through all of the different modes with it and show the different lumen stages and all that kind of stuff, the run times. I'll put those all on the screen and do a quick little water test. But while we're here in the garage, I want to do kind of a beam intensity test versus the TN12 to show you the difference between a tactical style flashlight and a thrower. One thing I should mention before I do these beam comparisons is this does have a pretty wide working voltage on it. So I usually run rechargeables in it, nickel metal hydride rechargeables. So those are 1.2 volts. I have 1.5 volt alkaline AA's in it right now, just for the, you know, what the majority of people will use. This has a Thrunite 18650, which is 3.6 volts. So just to kind of give you guys an idea of what we're comparing, but I'm mainly just comparing the lumen output on these and the peak or the beam intensity of them. So here is the TN12 on turbo, and you see how that has just kind of a nice smooth beam on it, and it kind of floods out. Here's the TN4A on turbo. You see the intensity of that in the center? That's because this has a really deep reflective cone in it, or really deep reflector in it, I should say, and that's why that intensity of that beam is focused really, really tight in the center, and that's why it throws that beam out there so far. Alright, well, it's pretty dark out here in the yard, so let's just take a little walk around. And this is actually low. If you start with it off, you probably just barely even tell that's Firefly. And you step it up to low, and that's only out there about 6 or 7 feet. Alright, so now we're on medium. And that's actually a pretty good amount of light for just doing just about anything. It's more than enough, and it's actually what a lot of like your EDC flashlights, it's about the same amount of lumens. So we'll step that up to high. And let's throw that beam out there a ways. Okay, so I'm standing about 50 yards away from my wood pile over by the shed, and I just kind of wanted to show you what turbo looks like from that far away. Now that is pretty serious light for 4 AA batteries. That is just insane. And of course we got to do the water test. 5-gallon bucket full of water. Let's turn this on high and just kind of see how it does. That's pretty bright. You can see it through the side of the bucket. Well, it is still a little bit wet from going for a swim, but it is working just fine, guys. So I'll show you that reflector real quick, and it's kind of hard to tell on camera, but you kind of get an idea just how deep that reflector is. So the reason that I was interested in this light in the first place is because it would be, in my opinion, the perfect shit hit the fan searchlight for a prepper, because it uses common batteries that we store anyway, and it has a really awesome beam on it. And if you should ever need a searchlight for whatever reason, this is a good option, and it's a good price. $50 for something that uses common batteries, that has that kind of a beam, and you know, that kind of power to it. And it does have some pretty good runtime as well. So like I said in the beginning, I use rechargeable batteries in this usually, and I've only ever had, I've been testing this for, let's see, it's been over 2 weeks, almost 3, and so I've only had to recharge them once, and they were nowhere near below half capacity. So I think it's a really good buy. So check out all the links in the description box below. So that's it for today. I am going to get ready to pack up and go out for a weekend camp at the bug out shelter. And so that'll be the next video up. So thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.